I intentionally got my coworker, who has autism, fired.
What the
Intentionally.
Well, okay. You've spoiled it by saying this person is evil. I mean, just mentioning the autism part is evil as well. Like, if your coworker does something shitty, there could be reasons, but you've already tainted him. I know he's going to be doing something horrible here.
All right, let's do this. So I work in the IT department for blank company, and I have had a coworker with autism named X. A bit of a background, X was a very good worker.
What the fuck?
He got all of his projects done on time, and the quality was amazing. Sure, he wasn't the fastest coder, but he wasn't the slowest at coding either. However, he did not have very good social skills. He would always share the code with us and work with the rest of us on projects. But when we had meetings to discuss problems with our projects, X would never bring up any of his errors, and he would only assist with ours. This made him look like some whiz, and the managers love him. He also refused to go out on any outings with us.
Okay.
First of all,
you don't have to. Sean,
you don't fucking have to.
Sean hates going out with coworkers by the sounds of it.
Me?
Yeah,
he just doesn't like drinking with coworkers.
Oh, I like to keep things separate. I like drinking with them, but I'm not going to bring my friends there. You know what I'm saying?
Right. You keep it separate. Okay, I understand.
Yeah, I keep everything separate, but I'm also not getting drunk because these are people I work with.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
But
so I think partying and doing cocaine like some of the things we've had, that's a no-go for me, y'all. I'm trying to get maybe 1 or 2 drinks and then I'm out.
Yeah.
Whenever we'd want to watch a game together, go to the bar, or even go out for lunch, X would always back out. And for some reason, I got very annoyed at this.
He doesn't fuck with y'all. Yeah, and that's fine. Y'all are, it's okay to, I mean.
You don't have to be friends with your coworkers.
What does John call it? The mandatory fun?
Mandatory fun? I don't fuck with that shit. I kept thinking that he felt like he had better things to do than spend time with his coworkers.
Maybe he does.
Absolutely has better fucking things to do. Not everything has to be about work.
He's got Marvel rivals at home, okay?
That's what I'm fucking saying.
He only did work, and he would not do anything social with us. And he rarely brought up his work problems. Eventually, I grew to really hate X. So I hatched a plan.
Bro, this is a you problem. It sounds like he's just minding his own business doing his job. Why do you hate this person? I don't understand.
I sit in a desk right behind X, so it was easy for me to swing around and access his computer.
What the fuck?
It's a pretty secluded area, so it was easy to be stealthy as well. When I started, I just did small things. And as soon as X went to the bathroom or to get something from the vending machine, I would go in and modify his code slightly so that it wouldn't run properly. I'd add a letter or delete a letter, so it would be a pretty tedious fix.
That's so fucked up.
I don't think X suspected any foul play though. He never mentioned it to anyone. When he tried to run his final project, it would go haywire, and he'd spend a lot of time going back to find his mistake. He was really persistent at solving his own problems himself. Eventually, I think management started to notice a decrease in his work, and they pulled him aside for a quick meeting. When he returned, he did not look happy, but he did not say anything to any of us. He just sat down and got to work. I tried to ask about the impromptu meeting the managers just had with him, but he brushed it off. He'd go, "Oh, it was nothing, just more information about the project." A couple of weeks go by, and I continue to slightly harm his code. Then, I got a brilliant idea that would reveal he is capable of error to everyone. He had just gotten assigned to a special project, and I couldn't resist myself. I waited for a time when he went away from his desk, and I opened his email portal. I sent and altered an incomplete file to the next development team for the final assembly. I then deleted the sent mail from his box and went on with my day.
What the fuck, dude? In a video
fucking
game,
sabotaging someone.
In a video game. In a video game.
Honestly, I wasn't too familiar with the specifics of what he was working on, but apparently the stuff I altered did some major damage. When the other team tried to run their finished product, it kept crashing and showing numerous errors. This caused some major delays, and when they finally tracked it down to X's code, management was not happy at all. X was given a week and a half to write and perfect his portion, and I sent out the file on day 5. Management came over to our desk area, and X was very, very confused. They kept asking X why he sent it out so early and why he didn't check anything over. So I missed that in the beginning, but like he sabotaged it by sending it early as well.
Yeah. You mentioned
6
that.
days. He sent it on day
Yeah.
5.
I heard it all, but I just kept my mouth shut and listened in on their conversation. I assumed he'd just get a slap on the wrist. But apparently they decided that his work quality was continuing to fall below standards and that they needed to let him go. Blank company would not be allowing so many errors. And X didn't even get a chance to voice his opinions. Management was so unhappy and terminated him immediately. I could have turned around and told him everything, but I couldn't. I didn't have the courage. I feared that I might lose my job. I know I did a really terrible thing to X, but I couldn't afford to lose my job.
And he could? What the fuck are you talking about?
I feel terrible. And to add on to it, I later learned that X is autistic. I didn't even know. Apparently, he was just really anti-social. He probably didn't harbor any negative thoughts about the rest of us. It was just that the social interaction wasn't something he enjoyed. I'm sure he made mistakes, but he was just such a hard worker that he didn't show it at all. He would want to solve problems himself instead of immediately seeking for help like the rest of us. It's too late now, but I really appreciate X and I hate myself so much for causing this.
Fuck you.
I had an urge to get this off my chest, but even after typing all of this, I still feel so guilty. I keep thinking about all the harm I caused X. I might have ruined his life. I don't want that. I'm thinking of coming clean to management this week, and X deserves the job more than anyone else. It's been less than a week since he got fired. They can still take him back if he's willing to come back, right? Thanks for listening to my story, I guess.
There's nothing I can say that won't get us in trouble. So.
Yeah, this is...
Truly,
Cletus, or Cletus delete
Cletus delete us, yeah. This is like actually evil. Like you were correct in
I
saying
told you
that this is one of the worst people we've ever met. Like it's one
my
thing
blood was boiling reading that shit the first time, brother.
like what did he think was going to happen in his continued plan to destroy this guy's career? Like he's like, oh, he happened to get fired. That's exactly what you wanted to happen by the sounds of it. Like this is what the game plan was, and because you couldn't stand that someone didn't want to hang out with you or whatever the fuck it was. Who cares? Brother, not everyone has to like you. No one should like you. I don't know how anyone does hang out with you. You absolutely should come clean. Management should beg for him to come back with your salary on top of his. And like, I wish nothing but the worst stuff for you to happen to you. As just even the code, like edit it, like as someone who's debugged code before, it is the worst thing in the fucking world to do because you're just scrolling line by line, going through everything, seeing what's wrong, and it is mind-numbing work. So that on top of getting this guy's fired from a job he is more qualified than you by the sounds of it, because he doesn't beg for help every time he needs it, wasting other people's time. It's so sad and so angering. I don't know. Like I said, I wish the worst for this person. I hope he ends up on an island somewhere. I'll say that.
Sentinel Island, where they could probably eat him.
No, I don't want him to harm those people either.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, I don't know. I think all that stuff at the end is also just bullshit. Because really, if all you wanted to do was show that like he could make mistakes, you did that the first couple of times. You already knew management was on his ass. You knew he was getting meetings. Then you'd be like, oh, what was the meeting about? You fucking piece of shit. So don't act like, oh man, I didn't want him to get fired. That's exactly what you wanted, bro.
Yes.
What are you talking about? There's no reason for any of this other than you wanted to get that guy fired. And I don't think you felt bad until you found out he was autistic. And then even then, I don't think you feel that bad.
No,
It's
I don't
been
think
4
you do.
days. You're fine, you fucking piece of shit.
Yeah,
So-
autistic or not, it doesn't fucking matter. You should never do this to anybody. This guy's a piece of shit. But there is an update, guys. So, he got what he deserved, but I feel like they deserve
Jail.
more.
So
But
much
anyways,
more.
this is the update. Anyways, I went into work today and I had a long meeting with the management. I explained everything that happened and all of the bad things that I did. I told them everything. I also begged them to give X his job back, and I told them that X really does have a high standard of excellence. I explained how even though X may face a problem, he would work harder by himself to get it right. He is so much more determined and driven than anyone else at the office. Well, they listened to my story and gave X a call. I don't know how badly X was affected by this ordeal, but he was very glad to be invited back. Apparently, management didn't truly understand how great of a worker X was either. After I told them about how determined X is and after getting testimonials from other coworkers, management decided to raise X's salary. When he came in, I had apologized immensely to him and I tried to express how bad I felt. I knew that no apology could repair the damage I did, but I just wanted him to know that I was sorry. He might really hate me inside, but he did not show it at all. He ended up forgiving me. What I did was terrible and I got what I deserved. I was terminated today. Thank
Good.
God. Effective immediately. I don't know what I will do now that I'm jobless, but
Get
at least I
fucked.
have somewhat cleared conscience knowing that X is back doing what he's so good at. Hate all you want, but I think I amended some of the damage. Fuck no, you didn't, fool. You have no fucking remorse in this scenario.
Yeah,
You're
dog.
the reason for all of the
Yeah.
damage.
Yes.
there was an alternate reality where nothing went wrong. He kept doing his work, got the raise himself anyway. You know what I mean? Like without all of this hassle and losing a week and a half worth of work, and also like the
The
ire
stress that he had of the
Yes.
months.
the ire of management and stress and
Yeah.
I don't think you made it up at all. I'm glad you're fired and I'm glad he's back to where he should be.
Mhm.
I hope he is searching for a new job opportunity and he can leverage his new salary to get a better position somewhere else because, I mean, this company also sounds very toxic if this
Very.
person could work there and do these things, but
Yeah.
I don't know. I just wish the best for X and I hope he finds some comfort in having his job back and like I said, can find somewhere else to work.
Agreed.
Get therapy.